Hey, what's going on, ladies? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Lucario. So I got an email from a subscriber, and the subscriber sent a donation, so thanks for your donation. And remember, if you want to guarantee that your question will be answered, make sure you click the link below and send a donation. So this one says, good morning, I am in a pickle. I dated a man for 3 years who wouldn't commit and would not attend to my needs when I stated them to him. He disregarded them and me. I broke things off because I told him I couldn't go on like that. Although we were best friends and everything else about him was amazing, I had to sacrifice that for my emotional sanity. After we broke up, I went on a trip and met a man in another state, and we hit it off from the beginning and ended up sleeping together by the end of the trip. He has been amazing. Even after I came back home, he has been consistent, and when I stated my concerns, he put my mind to ease and wants to make a trip to where I live in the next month to see me. I have been talking with him daily, and the connection has been awesome. Well, my ex hit me up at 2 a.m. asking to come over last weekend, and I said yes, not sure why. When we then hung out the next day, and I told him I didn't think it was a good idea, then he said I have an exercise I want us to try, and he allowed me to voice all my concerns and feelings, and said that he thinks the issue was I was disrespectful in stating my needs before, that if we can sit down and talk respectfully to one another, we can work it out. And he now gives me his word that he will be fully committed to me and only me, that he realized that no one woman are really on my level, that I have emotional needs, but I am not crazy like all these other women, whatever that means. I'm in a pickle because part of me is very intrigued by this guy I met last month while traveling and want to see where things go. In the back of my head, I think he may be playing games and be a player, seeing that he lives in another state. And another part of me is inclined to want to see if my ex of 3 years did come to the realization that things could finally be smooth from here on out between us. What should I do? How do I decide what to do? I am at a loss. All right, so basically this. Okay, so your ex was, not really doing the things he needed to do. He was on some other stuff. And now he's coming back because he realized that the grass wasn't green on the other side. Now, you met this other dude who you're feeling, and he seems cool, right? But you're not too sure about him yet. So this is what I would say you should do. You can see both of them at this point because you're just dating. Now, your ex, you don't necessarily have to take him back and say we're boyfriend and girlfriend or we're together. You can say, hey, look, last time we were together, things didn't work out. So how about we could still see each other, but we're going to take shit kind of slow. You feel what I'm saying? And then that means that you're free to do what you want to do. He's free to do what he wants to do. You understand? Meaning y'all can see other people, right? Now, as time goes on, if everything is cool, you know what I'm saying? And he's actually showing that, he actually wants to make something happen and he's really, on point with his stuff. Right? Then later on, maybe you could say, okay, we could be back together. But at the same time, you can still see the other guy, right? And, keep things going. Now, the dilemma is that let's say you do this and everything's going good with your ex, but also you messing with this other dude, right? And you like this other dude, right? And, at that point, you're going to have to, make a choice as to, what you want to do. But see, this is the thing that's going to happen when you take your time. When you take your time, the time is going to reveal, the real shit. Because right now your ex is saying all this stuff, but who's to say that he's going to, stick to what he needs to do? This new guy seems cool now, but who's to say at the end of the day he's going to really, come through and make stuff happen and really be there? You see what I'm saying? So you need time to sort of see, what's going to really go down. You see what I'm saying? Now, again, your ex might feel a certain type of way about you saying to him, hey, we could see each other, but we ain't official, right? But at the same time, you got to let him know that he can't really, feel at that type of way because, y'all broke up because he was on some other shit. So if he actually wants to still see you and still make something happen, you understand? This is what you're trying to do. Because this is the thing, you don't want to drop the other dude, the new dude, and then just go back into your relationship with your ex, and then, you know, he sort of starts he starts slacking, and just, you know, the whole shit goes back to where it was, right? But at the same time, you don't want to just all the way jump into the new guy and sort of kick your ex to the curb, because the new guy may not even be all that at the end of the day. And what if your ex actually is changing and wants to make something happen? You see what I'm saying? So the thing is that I would say to slow things down, you know, just on a dating level, like we kicking it and we seeing where things go, you know, give it some time, you know what I'm saying? I say 6 months to even maybe a year, you feel what I'm saying? See how these dudes turn out, and then make your, you know, choice at the end of the day. Now, let's say for sake of argument, they're both, you know, really great and acting on point, and you like both of them. You know, that's just going to be a tough choice you got to make. You see what I'm saying? But again, what I would say is do not rush into anything. Take your time. See how things happen over time. You understand what I'm saying? See how things happen over time. And then based off of, you know, what happens over time, you make a decision when that time comes to see what you want to really do in the end. All right? So that's pretty much it. Listen, if you have any questions, click the link below, and I'll holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do two quick things. One, I want you to click the link below and send me your questions. If you have any questions on dating and relationships, I'll make a video about it. And two, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, 7 highly effective steps for finding and keeping a man. And I'll talk to you guys later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.